even get close to me. I keep my heater is right by my side, so watch how you walk when approaching me.
Okay.
Good evening, America. 11 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it. 1 year ago, our country was dead. We were absolutely dead.
Yeah.
Our country was ready to fail. It's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault. Democrat politicians also sent the cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too. And it's not done yet, but boy, are we making progress. Nobody can believe what's going on.
Yo, like, does he still have a team of Republicans behind him though? Because he's acting like he was like, yo, like I have friends, and with my friends, we together have foes. He's like pretending to have a team. Like he's like expressing to have a team. He still got that or what?
In his regal and incredibly inspiring address to the nation last night, President Donald Trump told lie after lie after lie, but that's really the standard for him. Now, we all thought that there was a huge likelihood that the president was going to announce a war with Venezuela, but that didn't happen. Instead, it was really a lengthy copy and paste speech where we heard much of the same things that he's been saying. Lots of blame toward the Democrats, even though he's been in office for quite some time. We're going to give you the highlights, but before we do, Cenk, what are your 2 cents?
Yeah, I'm really curious as to whether they changed the speech at the last second, because it might have to do with Tucker Carlson and the reaction that this war in Venezuela or potential war is getting. And then I analyzed it last night, and I want to give you guys the details of what he said right and wrong, including one thing he said last night that I gave him credit for, which I'm going to now retract because of we found out the reality today.
All right, that's fantastic. So for those who might have missed the show yesterday where I played the clip of what Tucker Carlson had to say about Trump's speech before he gave it, this is what we're referring to.
Members of Congress were briefed yesterday that a war is coming, and it'll be announced in the address to the nation tonight at 9 o'clock by the president. Who knows, by the way, if that will actually happen? I don't know. And I never want to overstate what I know, which is pretty limited in general. But a member of Congress told me that this morning.
Now, that was on Judge Andrew Napolitano's show. And honestly, when Tucker Carlson had said that, I really felt that it was in line with some of the other actions that the Trump administration has been taking, including the military buildup off the coast of Venezuela, the fact that the US had seized a sanctioned Venezuelan oil tanker. And then on Tuesday, Trump ratcheted up tensions by announcing a naval blockade on all sanctioned oil tankers going in and out of Venezuela. But Trump didn't mention Venezuela at all during his address last night. Instead, he ranted about Joe Biden, the Democrats. He kind of yelled at the American people because, you know, that'll make you politically popular, about all his great economic accomplishments, which was one of Biden's major foibles, telling Americans that the economy is booming, everything is great, when they were really feeling a lot of pain in their pocketbooks. Now Trump is repeating the exact same mistake. Now he claimed that inflation has stopped, which is not true. He said that there has been an $18 trillion investment in the United States during his second term, which is wildly exaggerated. He claimed that his executive order on drugs, or drug prices, I should say, was bringing prices down by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%, which isn't mathematically possible. And he also lied about how much the price of like eggs and Thanksgiving turkeys have dropped. Now, the price of oil has actually dropped because there's been increased supply. And so that definitely, you know, gas prices have gone down. The price of oil goes down, and that translates to the gas pump being a lot cheaper for Americans. But other than that, the price of groceries is really hurting Americans today. Now, Cenk covered the speech in more detail last night, and we'll link you to that video below so you can take a look at that. It was his immediate reaction following Trump's speech. But aside from all of his usual, bragging, the question now is why he gave this address in the first place, because typically when a president gives a special address like this, it's because they want to announce something new, something that's going to happen, and the president wants to make his case for it. But that's not what happened last night. And so we'll get to some of the other reactions in just a moment. But Cenk, I want to get right to the conversation. What do you think happened here?
Yeah, so first off, I want to tell you guys a poll that we're doing, because I'm really not sure about this. These are the polls that I love. We got it up on tyt.com. Probably have it up on YouTube community as well. Why do you think Trump gave the speech last night? A, to rally his base. B, to respond to the recent criticism. C, to influence public opinion on the economy. D, to start a war, but then scrapped it once he realized his base hated it. So go and help us figure that out at tyt.com. Okay, so now guys, I'll add in some of the things that Anna said about the lies, and then I'll retract something I said yesterday. So every lie is hilarious. He said every new job created since he's been president has gone to an American-born citizen. Not just a citizen, but since he's yesterday. So every lie is hilarious. He said every new job created since he's been president has gone to an American-born citizen. Not just a citizen, but an American-born citizen. There's like 25 million naturalized citizens. Not one of them got a job this year. Citizen, but an American-born citizen. There's like 25 million naturalized citizens. Not just a citizen, but an American-born citizen. There's like 25 million naturalized citizens. Not one of them got a job this year. So this speech was in the teleprompter. That means it was written. So they wrote these outrageous lies into the speech. It's hilarious. He said prices are way down. They're up 3% since last year. The average family's paying $208 a month extra in bills. $208, that's a lot. He said the unemployment is the best we've ever had in America. It's the worst in the last 4 years. It's at 4.6%. It was just one comical lie after another. But Anna, I like the warrior dividend that he said. He said, all right, look, we raised $200 billion from the tariffs, which we did. That's not an extra 200. It's on top of what we normally, it's combined all the tariffs.
It's crazy how they had to show it to the German fucking media though. Like this morning, we started to watching German state-funded documentary or like news channel type stuff, and there was a Venezuelan guy working in the U.S. like a pizza baker type stuff, saying, "Yo, I voted for Trump for him to invade Venezuela and kill Maduro." That's what the Venezuelan pizza baker said, working in the U.S. Like he's like, I voted for Trump. And here Trump says, yo, only American-born people are to get jobs. Bro, on the other side, somewhere else, he's like, yo, I love immigrants, bro. Like, I love Venezuelans. I don't hate Venezuelans. I hate Maduro. No, I hate Maduro. Don't hate Venezuela. I'm gonna kill half of Venezuela. Yes, but only because I only hate Maduro.
And we already have some, but hey, it's more than we used to get. And he said, I'm going to give it to the military service members, a check of $1,776 because of the anniversary, of 250th anniversary, and that's a warrior dividend. I was like, well, that's smart. It's optically smart, and in terms of policy, I'd rather have it go to them than someone else. And it turns out, of course, he was lying. It's not true. So it turns out they're taking it out of the housing budget, not out of the tariffs. And it was a housing budget in the military, and that budget had already passed. So it's nothing new at all. And instead of giving them the housing subsidies they were going to give them over a couple of years, they're going to give them in an upfront payment. But it's for the housing that was already appropriated. So it was one giant lie. So that's who Donald Trump is. He's a two-bit con man. And Anna, what I'm thrilled about is that his own base is catching on. So,
of course. I mean, how could you not? Especially when he lies as brazenly as what he had to say about the money going to our soldiers. a lot of those soldiers happen to be Republican voters. You think they're not going to notice that you con them, that you use them as pawns in your little political stunt? I mean, it's just so utterly disgusting. But also, you know, the tariff money that we managed to collect as a result of Trump's Liberation Day tariffs and trade war, a pretty significant portion of that money, at least he claims, is going to go toward helping some of the farmers who have been severely harmed by his tariff policy. So, I mean, we'll see if that actually happens, but that's what he's claiming.
Don't forget, Noble Mobile saving you a ton of money. So a lot of people are signing up now and beginning to realize, what the hell? Why am I paying so much to Verizon and AT&T? So your bill's only $50 a month, but it can actually be less because they give you money back if you don't use your data. So if you're paying more than $50, there's no reason to not switch. It's crazy not to switch because same phone, same number, same contacts, literally nothing changes. TYT.com/switch, TYT.com/switch. All right, we'll be right back.
And just real quick on that, he's actually promised the tariff money to 4 different projects, including the one you mentioned and the one I mentioned and 2 others. He's a con man. Nothing he says is true. So probably the tariff money will go into some corporate donor's pocket and they'll just move the money around. So everybody's sick of it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, in terms of what Tucker Carlson predicted was going to happen during this speech, and the fact that it didn't actually happen, Trump did not announce that we're going to war with Venezuela, even though we kind of are at war with Venezuela. It's like a one-sided war where our military keeps attacking Venezuelan fishing boats. The question is why that, you know, inconsistency. What really happened? Now, was Trump planning to talk about Venezuela, but he backed out once he realized that going to war with Venezuela is not popular, especially among members of his base? We don't know for.
It's not popular. Well, we need to make it popular, man. Get the Venezuelan pizza baker, bro. Get him to say the line, bro. And don't only show it on our TV channels, because our TV channels already know this fucking state-funded propaganda. Show it to fucking Germany too, man. We got people over there watching. They talking, and when they talk, like stuff fucking spreads. So like, let's tell them something, and when they believe it. But it's a long story, bro. It was a fucking propaganda. We was watching propaganda this morning. She said it's not even popular among Americans to go to war with Venezuela. Bro, they're making it popular. Literally, this one, bro, how can they make him, how can they show that on ZDF? It's so retarded, man. The whole fucking thing. They put me in jail for weed. I go into the jail. I watch a state-funded television program. I'm in jail for weed, yeah? The legalization may be coming, maybe not. Everybody says it's coming. Everybody wants it to come. Some people, mainly police, saying, no, who knows? No, we don't know. Shut the fuck up, man. You're the only one who doesn't want it. Anyways, I was watching on Friday, I'll turn on the state-funded TV channel. On Friday night, they show movies, but without ads. Yeah? Full-length feature movies. What was on? At first, it was Pineapple Express. I watched that movie back then. I liked it. It was a pothead movie. The 2 main protagonists are potheads, and they talk about weed. They love weed. Everything's better with weed for them. The whole story is about them smoking, and you know, there's a weird story happening, but like, it's a pothead movie to normalize pot. It's the anti-Reefer Madness movie type thing. We have quite a couple of those, really, to normalize pot smoking. Like, those are normal people. They can still talk. They can still do logic. They can still function. I'm watching a movie like that in jail while I'm jailed for 2 grams of weed. I wasn't even smoking. I had it in my car. I'm watching this state-funded TV channel, yeah? And today, this state-funded TV channel is telling me some Trump propaganda. How? Why? It's crazy.
For sure. But we do have a little bit of additional behind the scenes details to share with you. So apparently, when the cameras stopped rolling, Trump partially revealed why he decided to give that speech. So this is an account from Andrew Feinberg, a reporter for The Independent, who was actually in the room during the address. He writes on X, some color from in the room. When the remarks wrapped and the president was given the all clear, Donald Trump turned to the press and said, "You think that's easy?" And then took a swig of Diet Coke. Now, that doesn't really give us any information, but I'm glad. And then took a swig of Diet Coke. Now, that doesn't really give us any information, but I'm glad we're sharing it with you because it gives you a sense of like what an insane narcissist he is behind the scenes. You think that's easy? Then Feinberg writes, after his Diet Coke swig, Donald Trump turned to his staff and asked how he did. They all responded some version of great. Very good. It looked really good. He then said,
I'm glad, dude. If I hope the story is true and the guy drinks Diet Coke, because that would explain stuff to me. Like, I hate Diet Coke. This guy, like, he owns the world. He can eat and drink anything he fucking wants. He still looks like shit. Diet Coke explains it to me. He's not actually a rich type guy, man. I think he grew up poor. Look what he eats and stuff. He eats McDonald's and Diet Coke. That's poor people stuff, man. He had grown up with like wealthy people. They eat steak. They eat sushi. They eat fucking fruits and vegetables.
Susie Wiles told him he had to give an address to the nation. I don't know if that's true. It could be that he intended to announce that we're going to war with Venezuela, realized how unpopular that is and how it will lead to political ramifications, especially for the midterms, and maybe backed out. But at that point, he needs to save face. You can't promote an address to the nation and then suddenly cancel it. People are going to wonder why. So maybe Susie Wiles decided you need to give some sort of address. And so they did copy and paste from older speeches. And he gave that honestly incredibly boring speech he gave last night.
Yeah, so I'm not sure either. It's impossible to know, but here are the things we do know. First of all, there is a concerted campaign against Tucker Carlson. So if he's saying something, they want to try to disprove it. The pro-Israel crowd, I mean, the degree to which they hate me and Anna are pales in comparison to how much they hate Tucker Carlson. So, and that is a lot, okay? So, so that's part of it, but I have no idea if that's a tiny part or a big part of it. Is Susie Wiles is savvy? I've given her credit many times, and if she just counseled him to give this speech overall, I still think it was a good idea. And guys, I want you to
what?
Yeah, hold on. I want our audience to be savvy enough, and I think you guys are. It's just I get frustrated sometimes when people kind of mishear what I'm saying. So when I say Susie Wiles, I respect her and I think she's a good strategist, doesn't mean that I like her policies and I would favor the people she's backing. It means game recognizes game. That's all, right? So the reason why I think it's a good idea, Anna, even if it was divorced from changing the speech and none of that happened, right? Is because why not take a marketing opportunity? Like when Biden was getting slaughtered by views on inflation, but his unemployment numbers were pretty good and inflation vis-a-vis the rest of the world was not that bad. I thought he should have given a lot more speeches explaining that context. And he never defended himself and he got killed in the press for it. And maybe rightfully so, but certainly making your own defense would have helped. And but so Trump constantly is marketing himself. And you know, we say that a lot of the military service members will realize that it was just a housing
I'm not even listening, man. My brain is shut off.
appropriation that they're getting, but probably some of them won't. probably a lot of people will hear that and think, man, he stood up for the warriors and what a great guy. And so this nonstop marketing that Trump does clearly works. I mean, he's won the presidency twice. So I don't begrudge him that. And I'm used to his maniacal lying. So that just comes with the territory. So, and these days his record is poor enough that it's kind of hard to defend without lying. So you see what I'm saying? Strategically, if I was the president, I would give these kind of speeches probably as often as possible.
So I think in general, if we didn't know the content of the address he gave last night, I would in general agree with you. But I think given the subject matter, which again has to do with affordability, which he thinks is a made-up word, has to do with inflation, has to do with what Americans are personally, very intimately experiencing on a day-to-day basis, they're not going to believe the lies because they know what they're experiencing personally. You get what I'm saying? So if he were to, let's say, give an address on something foreign policy related, well, Americans aren't necessarily personally feeling the impact of the policies he's pursuing or how damaging they might be. His economic policies, and in particular, the sloppy, ham-handed way he rolled out his tariff policy, has had a negative impact on our economy, and specific sectors within our economy. So I think what happens, and this is what happened to Obama. Remember, at the tail end of his second term, he gave a speech somewhere in Middle America. I can't remember exactly which city it was in, but the whole point of his speech was to brag about how he saved the economy. Well, homeboy was giving a speech it was like in the middle of the country that had been gutted of all sorts of factory jobs because of outsourcing. So they were furious. It actually led to a lot of backlash against Obama because it made it clear to that community that he was speaking to an issue that he was actually super out of touch on, because there was so much suffering in the very community that he was speaking about or speaking to about the wonderful things he did for the economy. I think that economic messaging is probably the one area in which politicians are going to have a much harder time lying to the American people. And that's why I was trying to get, Democratic voters to understand in the lead up to the 2024 election that you can't pretend something exists when it doesn't exist. You can't pretend like the economy is doing great when we all know that's not really the case, when we all know that inflation has really hurt Americans during the Biden administration. And, all the lies that came along with it, including the idea that it was just transitory.
Yeah, so let me tell you real quick what I would have done if I was Trump, and to the point you're making about Obama, and then I'll tell you one last funny lie he had. So I would have said, listen, guys, I get it, man. Your grocery bills are up, and that hurts, right? And I've been there. Well, Trump can't say that, but and I know how tough it is, and that's why we came up with 3 proposals that we think can help fix it. But Trump can't say that because he didn't come up with anything, literally, right? But I would have come up with something to actually address the issue and then come and told American people, I feel your pain. That is really smart politics, and I would hope that the president actually would, but we all know that Donald Trump has no empathy. Just that Rob Reiner reaction alone proves it spectacularly. He can't get himself to say, I hear you, you're right. There is a problem. He'll never say it. And so it's and when you're up, you might be able to get away with that. But when you're down and people are worried about the state of affairs, him not saying it, him not actually addressing the issue at all is terrible. After you did that, then you could pivot to, but hey, look, gas prices are down. This is this and this is that, and give a positive a reinforcement for your message and your policies, and that'd be the savvy way to handle it. Instead, Trump said that the average family is paying $5,000 to $10,000 less in energy costs per year. Come on. Who doesn't know that they're not saving $10,000 in energy costs?
Exactly. So you're proving my point, Cenk. I'm right, you're wrong. And by the way, last night, several close Trump allies told Mehdi Hasan's outlet Zateo that it was shocking that anyone in the White House would think that this speech was a wise idea. As they put it, the speech didn't refocus the national conversation. It wouldn't move the needle And it did not look like a strategic move of somebody operating from a position of strength. Yeah,
But
he was
Anna,
defensive. The whole speech was defensive.
That's true, but that doesn't go to the point that we're discussing / debating. I hear you. So I would have given the speech. I just wouldn't have given this crappy speech filled with lies, because that only further frustrates people. It does not help, right? So the idea of giving a speech here to, support people around the holidays makes a ton of sense, but not if you do it this way. It further aggravates them.
Totally agree.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.
We've got hold of this phone that was smuggled.
I don't trust BBC at all anymore since Double Down News. Bro, it's all propaganda, bro. Dude, you're in prison, you're watching anti-North Korea propaganda all day. All damn day. All damn day. Alright, man, let's watch this one.
Smuggled out of North Korea last year. And it shows some of the surprising lengths the regime is now going to censor information.
Nah, man, don't trust these people. Like, I look at her, I feel like, nah, man, she got bullshit, man.
Multiple attacks on alleged drug boats, warships within striking distance, heavy sanctions, a no-fly zone. The odds continue to be stacked against Venezuela as the US applies pressure and raises the prospects of launching a war. And with Venezuela's economy struggling, people are wondering how long the country can endure the pressure. As it stands, it's one of the smallest economies in South America. And that's despite having the world's largest proven oil reserve. They just can't tap into their wealth at home or world's largest proven oil reserves. And that's despite having the world in South America. And that's despite having the world's largest proven oil reserves. They just can't tap into their wealth at home or abroad.
Yeah, you know, there's technology. If you have the knowledge of that technology, you have power. And there's some people knowing that technology to produce weapons cheaply and well. Like they work every time, they keep working over a long time, they're trustworthy fucking weapons because they've been tested over centuries most likely. And it's the same people producing these weapons, man. This technology is being carried. And the same thing with the oil stuff. Like, you think Venezuela has technology as USA has? They don't. If they had like only a little bit, only like one person knowing what's going on over in the US while they're drilling, if they have one person like that in Venezuela, they'd ramp up their industry like and economy. But you know that technology is kept hidden because the one who knows the technology, he wants to get paid for it.
Venezuela not only has oil, but gas and gold as well.
Knowledge is power. The thing is, what knowledge though? You think they're gonna teach you that secret that made them fucking that makes them rich and only them? No, I don't think. Well, maybe sometimes. Like, what have I been taught in school or whatever? I've been taught a little bit of mathematics, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if what was needed, if anything was needed for me to be able to like write Python code. Like, I don't think I needed school or university for any of this.
Let's talk about oil first. Despite having about 300 billion barrels in reserves as of 2023.
I don't know though. You do science over at uni, and you know it's kind of maybe it's a build-up process.
It exported just $4 billion worth of crude oil that year, far less than other oil-producing nations. Part of the reason is US sanctions. The US first imposed sanctions on Venezuela in 2005, but it was during Trump's first term that the sanctions started to restrict oil exports to their primary destination, the US. Then there's Venezuela's infrastructure and technology. Both are outdated because of corruption and a lack.
Why were the sanctions in 2005? And since Trump, why? I didn't even listen most of the time.
Venezuela not only has oil, but gas and gold as well. Let's talk about oil.
Where's the difference between oil and gas though? And gold as well, is it?
First, despite having about 300 billion barrels in reserves as of 2023, it exported just $4 billion worth of crude oil. Having about 300 billion barrels in reserves as of 2023, it exported just $4 billion worth of crude oil that year, far less than other oil-producing nations. Part of the reason is US sanctions. The US first imposed sanctions on Venezuela in 2005, but it was during Trump's first term that the sanctions started to restrict oil exports to their primary destination, the US. Then there's Venezuela's infrastructure and technology. Both are outdated because of corruption and a lack of investment. And then there's the recent ruling by a US judge, ordering the sale of the Houston-based Venezuelan oil company Citgo Petroleum to pay for billions in debts.
Dude, like all these people who like wronged me and like laughed about it and like enjoyed abusing power over me and thinking I'm nobody, like no one's gonna care, like who's gonna listen to this guy? No one's gonna care. He can tell the story of me raping him. Who's gonna care? Like all that shit, I feel like it's gonna have consequences. Like all these police people, man, been harassing me and like now laugh about me, like how I lost everything. And they just get away with it, man. They laugh about that. They literally laugh about like raping me and then getting away with it. They laugh about that. They're happy about that. They enjoy the thought of that. And I think it's gonna have consequences. It's gonna have backlash. Like, bro, like at some point, I'm gonna talk to somebody. And this somebody is gonna know somebody in police, and they're gonna listen, bro. And I'm gonna tell them, yo, there's still stuff at that police station. Most than half of my stuff is still over there. Like, it was all unofficial. No one fucking knew about it. Like, they was just hogging my stuff for fun. Probably because my mom called them, but my mom is not my mom. She's not my mother. Like, she's a stupid alcoholic bitch to me who harasses me. She's not my mother. And the police, like, they probably talked to my mother, and off of that they fucking decided they could just do that. I don't fucking know.
Venezuela's natural wealth doesn't end with oil. It also has almost 80% of all the natural gas reserves in Latin America, but it only produces around 18% of the gas in the region. The resources are underutilized because of a lack of investment and aging infrastructure. Now let's talk about the gold. Venezuela has the largest gold reserves in Latin America, but can't access all of it because of sanctions. Abroad, much of it remains locked in the Bank of England, after the UK Supreme Court prevented Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro from accessing almost $2 billion worth. Maduro himself has assets in the US, like homes and private jets, totaling more than $700 million. But that's been seized since August 2025. The US government has even offered a $50 million reward for Maduro's arrest. All these measures have contributed to Venezuela's GDP contracting by 75% between 2014 and 2021. To date, Venezuela has relied on financial backers like China, Iran, and Russia to help keep the country afloat. But for Venezuelans, it's not enough. Hyperinflation, political instability, and the collapse of public services have led to Venezuela having one of the largest mass migrations in the world. With the financial potential untapped inside the country, and much of its assets frozen abroad, it's unclear how Venezuela will be able to sustain itself as the threat of war and isolation unfolds.
Fucking police, huh? What are we doing now?
Hey, Baldy got smoked by a tree, ran up on him with the stick and smoked him like a leaf. Now they chalking up the street for walking up the street. Please stop talking up the beat. J-Money got it the worst of me. That's how it supposed to be. It's a lot of niggas that I'm not even gonna mention, but they where they supposed to be. Nigga be thinking they killers. You look like a ghost to me. Boy, I been smoking your homie. This shit choking me. Mentioning scrap ain't gonna get you shit but a brand new grave slap. We do it for scrap. We done fucked around and made 600 change blocks. I'm fresh off a hit. Might switch up the clothes, but I got the same Glock. You know what it is. We coming for more. Might shoot up the same block. These niggas mention it too. I fuck around, sing you to meet him. I don't got my Glock. When I see an op on bro, I'ma beat him. I'm smoking, let's see, can't breathe. I'm thinking it's over. I wish I was right there when Lil Boo got slumped. I would've ran this shit over. Hold on. What is Steve on? Pass on to me. We just add him to the family tree. Smacked his ass with the back of the heat. Stello got hit from the back of the seat. Damn, the back of the seat. He tried to get up, shot him back of the seat. They left his head in the back of the seat. Who you murdered? Time about you flipping shit. What? A burger? Boy, you nervous. You ain't never shot no one in purse. You niggas bitches. Where y'all purses? Man, you niggas went and died y'all hair on purpose. But was it worth it? How that's working? Man, I wouldn't be surprised if they start twerking. Told them stay in tune, bitch, I'm working. Please don't think shit chicken, this ain't church. Tired of putting niggas in these hearses. I should get $1 million for these verses. Oh, photograph. You already know how this shit goes. Got my blick on me, got my stick on me. Back the fuck up. All you bop ass hoes, all you goofy ass niggas. Hey, Mimo, stop wearing that fake ass shit out your daddy van. Bitch!
I have been following along with the FBI's undercover gang task force. This morning, we were there exclusively as we raided homes all connected to a violent Chicago street gang. A search is underway right now. The FBI is inside the home looking for guns and drugs.
Feds kick the dope, they ain't even find shit. Police ass niggas trying to stop my grind quick. I'm a shooting star, training Glock shine, bitch. Fuck the judge, fuck the jury, ain't doing no time, bitch. Still independent cause I never signed shit. They always kept calling, but you know I decline shit. Feds want some answers on some criminal mind shit. Never been a snitch, never dropped a dime, bitch. Had your bitch come to my crib, I got some new top. She a new bop, I can shoot fire with this new Glock. Feel like Tupac, slang with my niggas trying to catch a new op. Smoke his ass, more rock.
This joint hit.
Man, this shit hitting. Make sure that you tell them nigga next time that you snitching. Every nigga run with APG, we got them blicking. He think that I'm slipping, just don't know I got that glizzy. Make a living with the 50, left that nigga limping. Make a living with the 50, but the Drake shoot plenty.
I get it, man. I get it, man. It's fake, bro. He does it for his niggas in the pen. It's fake, bro. I get it.
Glock, I pop this bitch, can't say what I did with it. Smoking on these new art on my mama, this shit hitting.
Smoking on these new art on my mama, this shit hitting.
Damn, tell me you ain't snitching. All these shooters around me, I thought I played for the piston. See my target, I'm hitting it right on me, ain't doing no fishing.
See my target, I'm hitting it right on me, ain't doing no fishing.
Damn, boy, this shit too hard. When you come to Memphis, boy, watch how you play your card. Is you eating with the lines or is you gon' eat with the shark?
Is you eating with the lines or is you gon' eat with the shark?
The shark, alright, you gon' eat with the shark and come on, let me show you. Okay, I'm taking you to the hood with the GD of that J-Mo. Okay, now next we finna go with a Pyru, that what make K. Okay, let's go to the bridge, that what my K, that what my baby. That what that Drake, that what my walk. And let me pull a bitch on Thursday. I meet gelato with these new ops. Brand new if this bitch from Paris. On the east side with my new hill. Hey, let me stop on the south side. Hey, we done served the whole city. My niggas trying to go worldwide. Hey, I done fucked all of these bitches in my city. Now I'm tired. Hello? I'm tired. Bitch, get out my line.
When you come back to the city, AJ, can we spend time?
Oh God, I got 3 bitches I'm sharing at the same time. Okay, passionate Aisha gon' fuck, so I'm gon' tell Keisha. Shit, one bitch bought my music so much she asked for a feature. Okay, it's 200 a song, bitch, it's 400 a song. Zip.
Lil' bitch say I'm acting bougie, cause my money long.
Okay, lil' bitch say I'm opping now because I left the city. Hey, bitch, you ain't no op, but I'll be back in the city.
Fuck, I look like he in the city, bitch, without my blicky. Hey, I got this little west side hoe that bangin' with the media.
My east side hoe move to JB, and I got a bitch on the knob, give me neck. And my south side hoe right beside me. And my Marion hoe got that tick. Hop out with that blick and ready to flex. I ain't even made it to West Memphis yet, and I'm already thinking about burning a nigga. I just seen the op and I stole on a nigga. I just shot a bitch, switch clothes on a nigga. Can't fuck with the pictures you posting the nigga. Hey, my nigga thuggin' like PG the Red. Hey, all of my niggas some goddamn fed. Hey, my nigga blowin' like YTB. On FLG, little nigga don't try me. Wanna get in this shit, go and get icy. I'm from the south side, bitch, that 14. Hey, make sure that you tell them nigga next time that you snitchin'. Hey, every nigga run with APG, we got them niggas. Hey, he think that I'm snitchin', just don't know I got that glizzy. Hey, you make a living with this nigga. Hey, I'm from the south side, nigga, that 14. Me and the whole gang flooded the Cuban link. Bitch, I make a living with the founder, I'm in the chopper, that's a 3-piece.
Bitch, I make a living with the founder, I'm in the chopper, that's a 3-piece.
Hey, I just touched down with Memphis, just in case you wanna see me. Just in case you wanna pick me.
OB, this joint hit.
Just in case you wanna see me. Yeah, it be hitting on my mama. Just in case you wanna see me, this shit hitting. Man, this shit hitting. Like, hold on, man, this shit hitting.
I get it, man. Fuck the police, fucking music genre, bro. It's the fuck the police music genre, bro. Smoking on this new album.
I torture you.
Colorful made this beat, baby.
These niggas prayed on my downfall.
What?
These niggas prayed on my downfall. On R10, bitch, I stood tall.
You did?
Show these disloyal niggas how to boil. Go get a thermometer for the pot. I need this shit cooked right. Let's keep that water 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You ever been inside a federal courtroom? Nigga, you ever went to trial and fought for your life? Being broke did something to my spirit. Ass niggas to plug me. They act like they couldn't hear me. Look at me now, driving German engineer. You don't want your baby mama fucked, keep the hoe from near me. Kilroy, remember when I used to use your L's to hit the road, hit the O and make them big boy sales? Move, remember when you had them green things made with vacuum seals, trying not to have them green things smell? Feds was on me. What you know about related through money? I don't know nothing. I just used to see them walk to the Coney. I fuck with bitches, my body count go from Persian to Cody. Any further questions, you could take that up with the lawyer. My nigga Finkel J Money, Brimo Low Project Joe will tell you every day before school I sold a half bow. How you think I won best dress with no support and had them paid lawyers coming in and out of court? Hey Wando, hey Theo, ain't it a blessing? We made it out Kentucky after all that happened. After the pre-trials, after the status, after them impact statements, after the castle. Hey JR, nigga, ain't it a blessing? We made it out of Lansing after all that happened.
Bro, the song In Jail he actually wrote was way more humble. Whoever like got the guy and like thought, yo, let's make a rap career. Like the guy was a joke. Like he was trying hard to get a rap career. He wrote something, and that something was probably way more humble. That's probably what he actually wrote.
Hey Wando, hey Theo, ain't it a blessing? We made it out Kentucky after all that happened.
That's probably what he actually wrote. Like I want to be a rapper. That's why he decided In Jail. He had like 2 years in jail, whatever, a couple years. Like he tried hard to like get the fuck out and like pretend I'm a good citizen. I'm not gonna do bad. Look, I'm trying to do a rap career. And then he like wrote some shit, and whoever like thought, yo, you know what? Let's do it. Whoever took the guy needed money. So they took some black guy who actually did go to jail and shit, but who was going to behave nicely now. Like, bro, yes, that's what happened. Bro, it's a guess, but bro, I'm sure of it. The guy was way more humble in jail. He wrote some humble rap in there. He was like, I want a rap career. Someone got him to someone who got him the beat and the text. Like, yeah, okay, they took some of his blah, blah, blah. But what he wrote was some completely different than what came out. What came out is, yo, man, you're too humble, man.
After the pre-trial,
you need to like tell him.
After the status, after them impact statements, after the castle. Hey, JR, nigga, ain't it a blessing? We made it out of Lansing after all that happened. That bitch, nigga. After Michigan State, after Hubbard.
They was like, nah, man, that's way too humble. You need to, and then there's like.
When our mans told on us, them bands they took from us. Joy Road, bitch, but the money long as 6 mile, brick mile. Knock your bitch down, pick her up, knock her back down, pull her tracks up. Yes, I slap girl, yes, I slap dog, yes, I slap loud. Yes, I slap a pussy nigga if he act out. Yes, I caught cases on the road with them killers, bro. Kill me if I snitch, cause if you snitch, I'm gon' kill you. Spent a lot of time on the yard with them gorillas, stood tall. Did I let niggas hold me? Quit being silly. I know for a fact your bitch pussy get wet for a nigga, cause I do it better, plus I'm doing better than niggas. I'm at home when I'm down there in Lexington, nigga. About the king, they gon' drop you in. Who next to you, nigga? Go get it. Say it, Lil T. Get ahead of them niggas. When you take off, don't look back and try to rescue them niggas. You kill his mans to make sure you get the rest of them niggas. Don't let them get the best of you, just get the revenue, nigga. Let's get it. So let me know what you can have.
Bro, what? I don't want to sit here anymore. I don't want to sit, man. I forgot I was streaming. I don't want to sit here anymore, man. I don't want to sit. It's boring, bro. I'm gonna walk again. Fuck, I'm gonna walk. Like, I'm gonna walk all day today because we stopped smoking and I feel like I feel like getting up. I don't know. Oops, I'm still streaming.